Ta-da! What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Road Break. We have the two of us today. How's everybody doing? 2 days after the atrocity that was Hell in a Cell. Before we start anything, we would like to thank everybody that's been supporting the videos during the past week. I want to say that we're getting a lot of support from you guys. We're getting a lot of new people that are joining the family. I'm very thankful for that. So is Ryan. We want to keep growing and we want to keep improving. So if you have any suggestions, things that you would like to see us cover, anything, please talk to us. A big shout out to Tom. He always supports Oskino, family, friends, that everybody supporting this idea, this show that we all call Rope Break, because this family wants to keep growing. So support us on Facebook under Rope Break. Support us on Instagram. The channel is coming soon. Support us on YouTube. If you want to go on YouTube, the page is Original Rope Break. We have all the videos and everything. How's it going, Ryan?
Pretty well. I think WWE is going pretty downhill. I'm looking forward to AEW tonight.
That's why we want to do this pretty simple. It's going to be pretty straightforward because Dynamite is around the corner and we don't want to miss a single thing. So for the ones that are asking, like, where the hell is Jean Paul Eck or Mr. Weber? He is sick. Sick of Monday Night Raw, sick of Hell in a Cell. All these bad pay-per-views have gotten the guy absolutely sick. For that reason, he's taking the night off. But he told everybody that is watching us that like he kicked out of two. He's not done. He still has some resiliency left. So he's going to come back pretty soon to entertain all of you guys. So Ryan, we're going to go over everything that took place in a Monday Night Raw. A pretty downhill show, I want to say. It started out really bad. It started out with some porn. Ryan, tell us about it.
Let me ask you this. Is it just me, or is it possible that these shows are getting worse?
I feel that like the beginning of them are really bad. To me, the storyline that like started the show didn't really do much for me because it started out as like a Bang Bros production.
Yeah.
To me, I feel that like if you're gonna do that, either go all the way and don't tease it, or don't do it at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right, because how can you want me? How do you think that I'm gonna get excited if you start with a lame story like that? It's like you always have to use Rusen and Lana in stories that they're cheating each other.
I feel like they want to like use Lana with her like sexuality, but they tease it like you said, and they don't show anything. If you're going to use Lana that way, you need to show her
everything, her attributes.
Show the body. They need to show things.
Show breasts. Show
You're going to have
ass. Show legs. Give me everything. Give me attitude era.
Yeah, you're going to have to. You're going to have to reroute and go back to the Attitude Era way.
Give me Savo. Give me bros and panties. More people will say, well, but the women's evolution. Lana does not belong in the women's evolution whatsoever. She's not a wrestler. You gotta use her sex appeal. And that's what they're trying to do.
There's certain women that don't represent this women's revolution. Lana's one of them. Alexa Bliss is one of them. Maria is one of them.
Yes.
Okay, there are certain women who are just stuck in a Divas era, and they're always going to be.
And they don't really fit in this initiative of the women's revolution. So for me, if you're gonna use Lana, either go all the way or don't tease it at all.
For me, don't tease it at all. I would keep her with Rusev. Okay, Rusev to me as a babyface does not work. Okay, so have the guy and Lana be together. Have her be the manager again, and just go with that again. They were perfect together, and they, what has he done since they broke up?
Oh, nothing. And that to me is the thing. You brought him back. Many people think that they're punishing him for not wanting to resign.
Okay.
And that's why you publicly humiliate the guy.
For me,
no reason whatsoever.
What they're doing, fine. Humiliate the guy, keep doing it, do trash. As long as the guy gets to leave at the end of his contract, I'm fine with it.
Well, yeah, but to me, like if that's what you're gonna do, I will be to Vince. Let me just sit. I don't want to do this crap because you're getting Lashley involved in this thing.
But this is Vince though. This is Vince being a fucking idiot. The
Being
guy
petty.
needs
Being
to
petty.
step down.
Being petty. So to me, that's an opening segment like that. Instead of making me want to watch the product, is actually gonna be like, oh, there's sports on, boom.
Right?
There's another NFL game, boom.
Well, right
There's
now,
whatever else is on, I'm not gonna be watching Monday Night Raw.
right now, you're competing with the MLB playoffs.
Exactly.
If you're going to be competing with them, people are going to be turning on that instead of watching Raw.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you need to have your best stuff on, and you're not doing that.
Yeah, you're not doing that. So that to me, that's my problem when it comes to these shows, that it starts in the worst possible way. And you're not getting me excited at all. I want to change the channel. I don't care about Lana and Lashley. Like I said, like I've seen, monsters of, many times on Bang Bros. I'm not going to call it with the whole name for the ones that want me to say it. I'm not going to say it. So monsters of you know what? No, I'm not going to say it. And like I said, I don't need to see those things. Oh, Lashley, like, oh yeah, like, oh, we have separate accounts now. All the money is mine. Rusev seems not happy, and then he attacks Randy Orton and Baron Corbin. On top of that, you're making Luke Orton and Baron Corbin like crap.
Yeah.
Because he beat both of them.
And when it comes down to it, okay, if Rusev goes on to be on Rollins' team for this, thing at Crown
Jewel, yeah.
He should be able to beat the shit out of everybody then and just win the whole match.
Yeah, because that's what you're trying to say if you create segments like this.
Yeah.
So to me, don't do it at all. The worst way that you could have done to start this show, yeah, you went with that.
Yeah.
And we're going to mention this also. No explanation whatsoever about the Hell in a Cell till the third hour almost. It was 2.5 hours when they had a video package about the whole match.
Are you shocked though?
I was like, he did not have Rollins or the Fiend appear during the televised show.
I'm not shocked. I'm not. I can't say I'm shocked because, first of all, to me, they fucked up so big. Okay? So you're not going to have Rollins show up because you know he's going to get booed out of the damn building. Okay? And the Fiend, I'm sorry, but the character's dead. There's no coming back.
You already killed Bray Wyatt. You already killed Bray Wyatt. There's many people, and I want to shout out. I will not mention the name, but I talked to a person, and he said, "Oh, I understood the ending completely because it's not a DQ, but it was only the referee stopped it, so it's not DQ." So I'm like, so you're telling me that Earl Hebner did not want to stop the Hell in a Cell just because he thought Mick Foley was better than the Fiend? You know what I mean? Because he could have stopped it at any point during Hell in a Cell, right?
He could have.
Any Hell in a Cell, it could have been stopped. So you're telling me that this referee felt bad for the Fiend. So that's why he stopped.
I'm sorry, but you look at it, and it does not make sense.
Did you see, Ryan, that they had Sean Wallman? For the ones that don't know Sean Wallman, the 1, 2, 3 kid, X-Pac, or 6, he was a part of they were watching Hell in a Cell through YouTube. And he said, I don't care if they don't invite me anymore. How can you have a DQ on a Hell in a Cell?
Well, did you see? I posted an article. This was all kayfabe.
That's what he said? That
it was no. It was not what he said. They brought him in and they did a whole kayfabe thing. It was him. It was who's the girl in the back? The one that interviews him.
Kayla Braxton.
Yeah, it was Braxton. It was
her. They had a few people, like a panel of people. Yeah, they haven't watching the
This was all kayfabe, dude. It was all work. It was all to just get people to. It was for people to know that WWE is acknowledging that they fucked up.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. We put it on the website and the page. We put that there were people that they were chanting AEW. They wanted refunds. They did not want to leave the building.
Yeah.
The backlash has been enormous. Even like other outlets that they don't even cover professional wrestling, they did an article on the Seth Rollins and the Fiend.
IWBM or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, it's crazy how many people have covered it.
Yeah, it's crazy because everybody understands that WWE really fucked up with this situation.
Yeah.
So the fact that like they didn't even acknowledge Rollins or the Fiend with only a video package, that was the only mention. To me, is like they know that they fucked up really bad.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they start the segment with this kind of situations. Lashley, Lana, Rusev. I'm not interested in that. That's how you know. That's how you drive your people away.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they follow with last man standing match: Lacey Evans versus Natalya.
And
Who
again,
has interest in this too?
well, first of all, I know you like Natalya, dude, but the woman does not have any appeal to anybody, and neither does Lacey Evans. Those two might be the least liked women on the entire roster.
Probably, probably.
And
Although
I'm
Natalya, no, we know she's a good wrestler.
She is
Charisma wise, though, dead.
dead.
Like Wyatt, dead.
And the same thing with Lacey. I mean, I'm sorry, the woman has, maybe some mic skills, but when you come to the ring, I mean, what? She can't fucking wrestle. And does anybody is there any crowd reaction or anything?
No, and she didn't even have an entrance. She
That's
didn't
what I
have an entrance. She
yeah.
came when Natalya came out. She was already in the ring.
And the thing with this is a rivalry that, okay, it happened, what, 2 months ago, and now you're dragging it back up again. Why the hell does it deserve a last woman standing match?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Whole
To
thing was
me,
dead. Nobody was into it.
nobody was into it. It was just a regular match. Yeah, at the end, Natalya wins with a power bomb because she threw Lacey onto the one of the tables that was right next to the announcers table. So that's how she won.
It felt very random.
It is because they don't have anything else to put on because the writers don't do anything.
Well, that's what I mean. It felt like this whole Raw was booked within 30 minutes.
Yeah. And for example, we have the drop coming up. So that let's hope that they freaking merge these rosters and they give us better product. They hope that like they put better, Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. They have like decent rosters, both of them. Because right now with the roster that Monday Night Raw has, it's completely garbage.
They
It's
have
just
to they
garbage.
have to start flip flopping people back and forth.
It's completely garbage. So to me, that match like again didn't make sense. Absolutely no interest in that. And then we go to the Viking Raiders versus Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. That was a decent match. Interesting.
Again,
Promoting a little bit of tag team.
my thing here, okay. Now, I don't like when it's obvious they're setting up the War Raiders. It's not the Viking Raiders, it's the War Raiders to become the new champions. Why is it that the new challengers have to beat the champions
To
to
get a
get a
championship
fucking
match.
title match?
That's the new way, I guess, to get championship matches in WWE. It should not be that way.
WWE, if you ever watch this, you guys are idiots. Okay? You need to have people challenging other people to gain entrance like number one contender matches. Okay? Not beating your champions. That makes your champions and your championships look like shit.
Yes, yes. So that was the match. I mean, it was a good match. At the end of the match, there was a lot of back and forth. Ziggler hit zigzag. Robert Roode. I mean Bobby Roode to me. Good match at the end. The War Raiders get the win, and of course, next week they're gonna have a championship match against the same people that just had a match with. To me, it doesn't make sense why they need to do that. Like you said, they should be like, okay, we're gonna have the War Raiders against the B team, against whatever tag team you have in your roster, and whichever wins, they will be the number one contender.
This is what I mean. If you would have built up the OC, you could have had the OC instead of the OC losing constantly. You could have had the OC built up, taking on the War Raiders, and they could have clashed for the number one title, number one contendership, and
Yeah,
then whoever wins that, could have gone on to face them.
exactly. To me, also another problem is you have that you mentioned the OC. They went the three of them with AJ Styles. They went against the Lucha House Party.
And how the hell does that make sense?
Who has interest in seeing those two factions or teams going against each other? You tell me. I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry, but and this is no offense to any Mexicans or anything, but to me, the Lucha House Party is really an insult to Mexicans because they just put all those guys together because they're Mexican.
First, they're Mexicans, and they make fun of them. They
They
come
do.
out with the piñata.
That's what I mean.
Is
It's a
WWE showing how
stereotype.
racist they are.
It is. It is. And it bothers me with that because those guys are really talented.
They're good wrestlers.
They're good
Lince Dorado
wrestlers.
is good. Metalik is good. Kalisto is great.
You saw Metalik, okay, with Mysterio. When you had the two Lucha Libres together, Lucha Libre style, that match was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? When you let them go, it's good. But you have them in this stupid tag team, and you don't let them go.
You don't let them go, and that's the reason that, like, they're a joke. And of course, the OC had to win because they've been losing against any other team.
But that's what I mean. Instead of doing that, instead of having 46 segments a night where you're talking for 45 minutes, let them go out and actually wrestle for 45 minutes.
Yes. And then we had Aleister Black against the Singh brothers. Like, that's going to help Aleister Black.
Finally comes out from where the fuck was he? We haven't seen him for like 2 months.
Or that hole that he's in.
Yeah, like where the fuck was he? But the Singh brothers are the ones that call him out, and he beats the shit out of both of them. How is
that help Aleister Black to be better?
No, it doesn't do shit for him.
Yeah, to me, that's one of the main issues. Like, they don't know how to book people, and they all look like idiots.
Right.
Aleister Black should be featured in a feud against the Fiend, against Finn Balor, against somebody that is credible, is good. Is the only way to elevate Aleister Black.
Right.
Right now, Aleister Black is a joke.
To me, why not, him versus AJ Styles for the U.S. title?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Aleister Black could be holding the U.S. title right now.
Yeah. And to me, that's the main issue that WWE has right now. And again, don't bring him to make a fool of himself. The Singh brothers. We haven't seen Mahal in how long? Forever.
Well, to me, dude, I'm sorry, but the Singh brothers, first of all, it's sad when those two are nothing without Mahal, and Mahal is nothing.
So he's a nothing out of a nothing.
Right? So, I mean,
two nothings don't make something. So,
it's pretty sad.
It's pretty sad, yeah. So we're going to go to Miss TV. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. Another stare down. We've seen this thing for the whole summer last year. Why do we need to see this?
Again, okay, it's your two top females in the company right now. That's the only reason they're doing it. Charlotte, again, of course, had to win her fucking 10th championship reign. Okay? Vince fucking loves Charlotte. Okay? He's in the, gorilla position, rubbing one out, because Charlotte, 10-time champion, oh, that's great. Where everybody else is fucking miserable. To me, that's why it happened. Becky's supposed to be at the top. Charlotte's going to be at the top. When Ronda comes back, she'll be at the top. Those are your top three women. Anybody else is in the...
They don't even count for WWE.
No.
They do not count. And, that's a shame because, they are guys that, there's so much talent in that locker room, but they don't know how to portray it. They don't know how to portray it. Again, I will ask this in front of everybody that is watching. Where the hell is Liv Morgan? I know that she's on SmackDown, but with the wildcard rule, she could be there. Sarah Lowen, completely lost.
Yeah.
Ruby's coming back from injury pretty soon. Give her a chance.
To me, Ruby is one of the best wrestlers on that roster. When she comes back, she should be one to carry the title.
Yeah. And that should be, for example, somebody that could beat Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Because there was no mention either of Sasha and Bayley. After all the stuff that they went through with all the storylines, neither one of them showed up in the show. Instead of that, you give me a match of Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch against the Kabuki Warriors.
The only good result is the Kabuki Warriors actually won.
Well, yeah, I think they won, yes, with the green mist again.
Yeah.
She keeps using the green mist, so you can see that there's a little bit of heelish situations with both of them. I like that. And I like the fact that like they're looking strong. They came out, they cut a promo in absolute Japanese. Nobody could understand what they were saying, but the energy, the stop, like the how they were delivering, it was great. I really like the fact that like Asuka and Kairi finally are being portrayed as something.
That's
As
what they
something.
needed.
They needed that.
At
I
least,
like the green mist.
yes, I do. And at least is different. If they're gonna be heels, good, but make them dominant.
Yeah, made them dominant. And for example, a win with Flair and Becky is good. Of course, Alexa and Nikki Cross came out, so they're gonna have a rematch at some point. Hopefully, they retain the championships and they don't give them back to Nikki and Alexa. But to me, what do you do with both of them? What do you do with Alexa and Nikki?
Right now, dude, I'm sorry, but to me, they don't need to be a team anymore. They never were a team. They're one of these teams that you just threw together. To me, fucking Asuka and Kairi shouldn't be a team.
No, no.
So, this women's tag team division should not be in existence.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, but it shouldn't be in existence because the male tag team division is barely held together.
Neither the women. Yeah,
So,
I agree with you.
The women's tag team division should not be in existence.
Yeah,
To me,
there was Yeah, finish the thought.
To me, the tag titles should be disbanded. Okay, you should retire them, put them on the shelf, and you just go back to the two separate women's divisions.
Or
I'm sorry.
have a one women's division and have everybody fight for the title.
You can do that. I'm fine with that. Because right now, the only concern I would have there is you don't utilize the women you have in the two separate divisions. If you go down to one, you're not going to use anybody.
Yeah, it's just going to be Flair and Becky Lynch.
Yeah, be
Flair, Becky Lynch, Sasha, and Ben Bailey. Yeah, those four. The four horsewomen. That's the only thing going to use. That's the only thing they're going to use. But I would like to see more women being featured. I would like to see Ember Moon. I would like to see again Liv. I would like to see Asuka, Kairi. Even when they finally move her up, Io Shirai. That would be nice. Lacey or Natalya being like portrayed better instead of like in the stupid feuds that like for nothing, fighting over nothing. So then we have another segment with AOP. Finally calling themselves the Authors of Pain. Hopefully they come back and they come back dominant.
It would be nice.
For example, take the titles out of Bobby and Ziggler, put the titles on the War Raiders. The War Raiders will be the face. AOP comes back, and you have a great tag team feud finally on Monday Night Raw.
It would be good.
That will be a way for you to actually portray your division better, and people will actually can notice your division if they have good matches, which I know they can have.
Yeah.
So there you go, WWE. That should be your plan in the next 2 or 3 months. Have the AOP come back and give the titles to the War Raiders, and that will be a great feud for you to finish the year finally on a good note. So now, Ryan, just to conclude this quick video that we want to do, because AEW is coming up soon, and we're not AEW marks here, okay? We just gotta watch because we gotta make a video out of it. So, promo Braun Strowman against Tyson Fury.
I absolutely hate this.
The brawl of every single match that involves two big men.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can go all the way back. I mean, to 1998. They're trying to recreate Tyson versus Austin.
The same thing.
When they did that, and that wasn't even a match. That was just Austin interrupting the big announcement for 14.
Yeah.
And it's not that. Listen, I don't know who the fuck this Tyson Fury is. Okay, I'm not a boxing fan. Okay, I was when, you had really good fighters. Okay, Rocky Marciano. Okay, Joe Frazier, Ali. Good fighters. I don't know who the fuck boxes today. Okay, I don't know who this guy is. Okay, so to me, you're making wrestling more illegitimate by bringing these nobodies into the sport and making wrestling look less credible.
Yes.
So to
And on
me,
top of that, having an awful, brawl. Like, we've seen this so many times.
oh my,
Braun Strowman against Brock Lesnar. Undertaker against Brock Lesnar.
John
Roman
Cena.
Reigns against Brock Lesnar.
They've all been against John Cena against Brock Lesnar.
John Cena, Brock Lesnar. It's always like this. And why you need to have the whole roster come out? It's
Because
the same thing.
to me, dude, because creative doesn't know what to do. They have no idea what to do. They have no ideas, no creativity. So they say, listen, this worked. You know, the crowd always pops for this. Let's just do this again.
It's always, let's do this again. And I'm tired of it. I
Dude,
don't need that anymore. When I saw that, I'm like, I'm pretty sure the whole roster is going to come out.
yeah.
2 seconds after I said that, I see No Way Jose, I see Slater, I see everybody that is a nobody. Of course, they pull him out from catering. I mean, they're about to, like, I guess, get on the bus or go home. And they're like, no, 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 no. What are you doing? You got to come out.
So to me, dude, I'm tired of it. You know, if you're a intelligent fan, you know what's going to happen. And you know me, dude. I can call a freaking match probably better than the freaking announcers there that they have. I know move for move what's going to happen with most of these matches. So I know with storylines what's going to happen because I'm sorry, Raw is garbage. SmackDown is not any better. NXT is legit. That's the only thing WWE has legit. And AEW so far, knock on wood, is credible.
Yes.
Hopefully it continues.
Hopefully it
Because they
continues to
have,
be.
but you
We're
have to
10
have,
minutes away from Dynamite, so hopefully they portray their stars good. They give us a good show. They put a good taste in our mouths from all this nonsense that we've seen from Hell in a Cell and Monday Night Raw. The one thing I want to mention to close this show, Rey Mysterio cut a promo. He said that, like, the godfather of his son Dominic, Cain Velasquez, is going to be fighting Brock Lesnar at Crown Jewel. Is that match going to be good or no, Ryan?
to me, as long as they keep it simple. Okay? And usually Lesnar keeps it very simple. German suplexes, and Velasquez does, you know, his punching and stuff like that. And they don't. To me, it's not going to be a good wrestling match. No.
I really don't think so, just because Cain Velasquez is not ready for it to be in the ring. He only
Yeah,
has one match under his belt.
that's what I mean.
One match. So
I
I
don't.
feel that, like, he's not ready yet.
To me, I think the fans will be popping for it. Now, again, the problem is, I think it would be a very good atmosphere if they would have had it here in America. The fact that it's going to be in Crown Jewel, in Bumblefuck, whatever it is, you know, Saudi Arabia, whatever, wherever they're going to have it, you know, where somebody's getting blown up and everything. Nobody's going to be popping for this match because they don't know who the fuck either of these guys are.
Yeah.
Um, so to me, it's going to be a bad match. I don't think it's going to get a loud pop or anything. If they would have had it in America, I think it would have got a huge pop.
It would
To
have been a
me,
lot better because it's a rematch from the UFC match that they had years
that's
ago.
what I mean. You know, at least people, I think they would have gotten people from, you know, like UFC fans and stuff to tune in and come and pay and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Where, you know, now they're not going to do that. They think they're going to make money. They're not. You know, nobody's going to be tuning into this match. I'm sorry. And to me, you can't put the fucking belt on Velasquez.
That would be even more disgraceful than anything.
I'm sorry, but you can't. You cannot
Because
put the
that
belt.
will be, how can you gonna put your title in a guy that is not even worthy of to be the WWE champion?
I'm sorry. I see people saying, I hope Velasquez is going to take the belt off Lesnar. You can't put the belt on Velasquez.
He hasn't even talked.
So that's what I mean. You cannot do that. You will disgrace the title so much. And it now again, you can do it because the title to me has no worth anyway. You've put it on Mahal. You've put it on fucking Kofi Kingston, who throws fucking pancakes into the audience. So if you want to put the belt on a guy who has no WWE experience whatsoever, then fine. I mean, do it. your product is worth nothing anyway. But to me, you cannot put the belt on the man.
No, no. So that's our thoughts for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Keep watching again. We have tons of content that we have in the past weeks. We have AEW review for the first episode of Dynamite. We had the predictions for Hell in a Cell. We have aftermath of Hell in a Cell. Preview for SmackDown. Preview for Monday Night Raw. Facebook Live we did twice. I hope you guys keep watching and enjoying them. Thank you, Ryan. I hope you enjoy Dynamite. Any thoughts on that? Just hope it's a good show.
I hope it's a good show, and hopefully we can do a review.
We will be reviewing also NXT. I'm not going to be flip-flopping. I'm just going to record NXT just because I'm interested in what AEW has to offer. Jack Hager is going to be probably featured. Jericho against Jericho and Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara, yeah, this is Jericho against Sammy Guevara against Private Enemy.
Private Party.
Private Party. And then we have Sean Spears against Jon Moxley.
That's what you kept calling him Public Enemy last week, and I'm like, that's an ECW tag team.
That's way far ahead. I'm sorry, but Sean Spears against Jon Moxley.
Should be a good one.
Should be a good show. So, guys, thank you very much. We want to shout out Ek. Hopefully he gets better. We will come back with more content for you. Roll Break forever. Adab.